Only 1% know this. The true effects of creatine after age 50. What you are about to discover in the next few minutes could completely transform how you age for the rest of your life. And I am not exaggerating. While 99% of men and women over 50 are watching their muscles shrink, their bones weaken, and their brains slow down, a tiny fraction of people are using one of the most researched supplements on the planet to literally reverse the clock on aging. Here is the shocking truth. By the time you finish watching this video, you will understand exactly why creatine is no longer just for bodybuilders and athletes in their 20s. You will see real transformations, backed by over 500 peer-reviewed studies, and you will finally know why the medical community is calling creatine the anti-aging supplement of the decade. But before we dive in, if you are serious about taking action, drop the word "ready" in the comments right now, and I will send you my completely free 30-day workout plus creatine guide ebook. This is the exact blueprint that has helped thousands of people over 50 build muscle, boost energy, and reclaim their vitality. Just type "ready" below, and let us get started. The aging crisis no one talks about. Let me paint a picture for you. You wake up in the morning, and your joints feel stiffer than they did a year ago. You notice that climbing stairs leaves you slightly more winded than before. You look in the mirror and wonder where the strength and energy of your younger years went. This is not just you. This is a biological process called sarcopenia, and it is happening to every single person reading this right now. Starting around age 30, your body begins losing muscle mass at a rate of 3 to 5% per decade. But here is where it gets terrifying. After age 50, that rate can double or even triple. By the time you reach 70, you could have lost up to 40% of the muscle you had in your prime. This is not about looking good at the beach. This is about whether you can pick up your grandchildren, carry your own groceries, or get out of a chair without assistance. This is about independence. This is about quality of life. This is about staying alive longer and living better while you do it. The statistics are devastating. Studies from major universities around the world have confirmed that muscle loss is the single greatest predictor of decreased quality of life in aging adults. It increases your risk of falls, fractures, hospitalization, and even premature death. But here is what only 1% of people over 50 understand. There is a supplement that has been studied more than almost any other compound in sports science history, and it has been proven, time and time again, to fight back against everything I just described. That supplement is creatine, destroying the myths that keep you weak. Before we explore the life-changing benefits of creatine after age 50, we need to demolish two dangerous myths that are keeping millions of people from experiencing these transformations. The first myth is the fear of hair loss. This misconception has spread like wildfire across the internet, and it is based on one single study from over a decade ago. That study involved only 20 rugby players and showed a temporary, modest increase in a hormone called dihydrotestosterone, which is associated with male pattern baldness. Here is what the fearmongers never tell you. None of the participants in that study actually lost any hair. Not one. The increase in dihydrotestosterone was temporary and returned to normal levels. And since that study, the International Society of Sports Nutrition has reviewed more than 500 studies on creatine and concluded that there is absolutely no concrete evidence linking creatine to hair loss. Let me put this in perspective. If you have a genetic predisposition to baldness, your stress levels, your diet quality, your sleep habits, and your natural aging process will have a far greater impact on your hair than creatine ever could. This myth has kept countless people from experiencing the profound benefits of creatine, and it is time to put it to rest permanently. The second myth is the belief that creatine damages your kidneys. This fear comes from a misunderstanding of basic physiology. When you take creatine, your body naturally produces slightly elevated levels of a substance called creatinine, which doctors use as a marker for kidney function. People see this elevation on a blood test and panic, thinking their kidneys are failing. Here is the reality. Having more creatinine in your blood because you are taking creatine is not the same as kidney damage. It is simply a reflection of the increased creatine in your system. Imagine worrying that having more money in your savings account means your bank is overloaded. It makes no sense. Long-term studies, some lasting more than 5 years, have followed people taking creatine daily and found zero negative effects on kidney function. A comprehensive meta-analysis published in the Journal of Sports Science and Medicine reviewed 12 clinical studies and concluded that creatine supplementation at recommended doses does not cause kidney damage in healthy individuals or even in populations with elevated risk factors. For healthy adults over 50 without pre-existing kidney disease, creatine is one of the safest supplements available, backed by hundreds of studies confirming its safety profile. The only people who should consult a doctor before taking creatine are those with already diagnosed kidney conditions. The 5 transformational benefits of creatine after 50. Now that we have cleared away the myths, let us dive into the 5 extraordinary benefits that creatine can provide for anyone over 50 years old. These are not theoretical possibilities. These are proven, documented, scientifically validated transformations. The first benefit, reversing muscle loss and building strength. Creatine works through 2 powerful mechanisms to combat sarcopenia. First, it increases muscle protein synthesis, which is your body's ability to build new muscle tissue. A groundbreaking study published in the Journal of Gerontology demonstrated that men over 55 years old who supplemented with creatine experienced a 30% increase in protein synthesis compared to those who received a placebo. Second, creatine supercharges the effects of resistance training. When you combine creatine with regular exercise, studies consistently show significantly greater gains in both strength and muscle mass compared to exercise alone. Research conducted at the University of Oklahoma followed men between 55 and 70 years old through a 12-week training program. The group taking creatine gained an average of 7 pounds of lean muscle mass, while the placebo group gained only 3 pounds. What makes this even more remarkable is that these effects appear to be more pronounced in older adults than in younger people. As we age, our natural creatine levels in muscle tissue decline, which means supplementation becomes even more effective. Your body responds better precisely because it needs it more. The second benefit, protecting and enhancing brain function. One of the most exciting discoveries in creatine research over the past decade involves its effects on the brain. Your brain is an energy-hungry organ, consuming approximately 20% of your body's total energy, while representing only 2% of your body weight. What most people do not realize is that your brain stores creatine and uses it intensively during cognitive tasks. As we age, the brain's energy efficiency naturally declines, contributing to the cognitive slowdown that many people accept as inevitable. But creatine offers a solution. Research published in the journal Neuroscience demonstrated that creatine supplementation significantly improved working memory and processing speed in older adults. Another study from the University of Sydney showed that just 6 weeks of creatine supplementation improved recognition memory and reduced mental fatigue in adults over 45 during prolonged cognitive tasks. Researchers described this effect as giving the brain an energy boost. Perhaps most exciting is the emerging evidence that creatine may have neuroprotective properties. Studies in animal models suggest it could help protect against neurodegenerative conditions like Alzheimer's disease and Parkinson's disease. While more human research is needed, the preliminary results are generating significant excitement in the scientific community. The third benefit, strengthening bones and supporting joint health. Skeletal health becomes increasingly important as we age. From age 40 onward, we progressively lose bone density, and our joints experience the cumulative effects of decades of use. These processes can lead to osteoporosis and osteoarthritis, conditions that cause pain, limit mobility, and dramatically reduce quality of life. Recent research has revealed a surprising connection between creatine and bone health. A study published in the Journal of Bone and Mineral Research demonstrated that creatine can stimulate the activity of osteoblasts, the specialized cells responsible for building new bone tissue. Participants over 50 who supplemented with creatine for 12 months showed an increase of 1 to 2% in the bone mineral density of their lumbar spine. This is a remarkable result when you consider that many people in this age group lose 0.5% to 1% of bone density annually. Creatine also supports joint health through an indirect but powerful mechanism. By strengthening the muscles surrounding your joints, creatine helps distribute mechanical load more evenly, reducing stress on cartilage and tendons. A study involving adults between 45 and 65 with mild knee osteoarthritis found that creatine supplementation combined with exercise reduced joint pain by 33% compared to exercise alone. The fourth benefit: eliminating fatigue and elevating mood. Chronic fatigue and mood fluctuations are among the most common complaints from people over 40. Many assume these symptoms are simply an unavoidable part of aging, but this assumption is wrong. The energizing effects of creatine extend far beyond muscle performance. Your entire cellular energy system, based on a molecule called adenosine triphosphate, operates in every cell of your body, including those in your central nervous system. When you supplement with creatine, you enhance your body's capacity for rapid energy regeneration, particularly during periods of physical or mental stress. A fascinating study published in the Journal of Clinical Psychopharmacology investigated the impact of creatine on adults experiencing stress-related fatigue. After 8 weeks, participants taking creatine reported a 50% reduction in fatigue symptoms and significant improvements in both mental and physical vigor scores. The mood-enhancing effects of creatine may be related to its influence on brain neurotransmitter metabolism. Researchers at the University of Utah discovered that creatine can increase the production of S-adenosylmethionine, a natural compound with well-documented antidepressant properties. In a pilot study, women in perimenopause with mild to moderate depressive symptoms showed significant improvement after 8 weeks of creatine supplementation. The fifth benefit: optimizing metabolism and supporting healthy weight. Weight management becomes increasingly challenging after age 40. Many people notice gradual weight gain, particularly in the abdominal region, even without significant changes in their eating habits. This happens primarily because basal metabolic rate, the number of calories your body burns at rest, decreases by approximately 2 to 5% per decade after age 30. Creatine, traditionally associated with muscle building, is actually a powerful ally for weight control. Here's how it works. By preserving and increasing muscle mass, creatine helps maintain a higher basal metabolic rate. Each additional kilogram of muscle tissue burns between 50 and 100 extra calories per day, even while you are sleeping or sitting still. A study from the Federal University of Rio Grande do Sul in Brazil followed adults between 45 and 60 through a 12-week weight management program. The group receiving creatine preserved significantly more muscle mass and finished the program with a basal metabolic rate 7% higher than the control group. Even more fascinating is creatine's impact on brown adipose tissue, a special type of fat that burns calories to generate body heat. This metabolically active tissue tends to decrease with age, but researchers at the University of Alberta discovered that creatine can increase its activity, potentially boosting daily caloric expenditure. Essential precautions for safe supplementation. If you are ready to experience these benefits, there are 3 critical precautions you must follow to ensure safe and effective supplementation. The first precaution: quality and purity are non-negotiable. The supplement market is flooded with products of varying quality, and not all creatine is created equal. Choosing a low-quality product to save a few dollars is a mistake that can cost you your health and results. High-quality creatine means the product contains the specified amount of active compound without significant impurities. Poor quality creatine can cause gastrointestinal problems including nausea, abdominal pain, and diarrhea. Worse, contaminated products may contain heavy metals or harmful microorganisms that pose serious health risks. Always purchase creatine from reputable manufacturers who conduct third-party quality testing. Look for certifications from independent testing organizations. Check brand reputations and read verified user reviews. The small additional investment in quality creatine is worth every penny. The second precaution: hydration must increase significantly. Creatine has a well-documented physiological effect called intracellular water retention. In simple terms, creatine draws water into your cells, including your muscle cells. This effect is beneficial for cellular function and contributes to the strength and size gains creatine provides. However, this increased water uptake requires you to increase your fluid intake. Studies show that creatine supplementation can increase the water retained in your body by 1 to 2 liters in the first weeks. If you do not compensate by drinking more water, you risk experiencing cramps, dehydration, and in extreme cases, urinary system strain. For adults over 40, whose thirst mechanisms are often less reliable, this precaution is especially important. Expert recommendations suggest increasing water consumption by at least 16 ounces beyond your normal daily intake. Add an extra glass in the morning, another in the afternoon, and a third in the evening. Monitor your urine color as a hydration indicator. It should remain clear or light yellow. Avoid using sugary beverages or alcohol to meet your hydration needs. Alcohol can reduce creatine's effectiveness and increase stress on your kidneys and liver. Pure water, unsweetened herbal teas, or coconut water are ideal choices. The third precaution, medical consultation, provides essential protection. Before beginning any supplementation program, especially after age 40, consulting with a healthcare professional is a step you should not skip. While creatine is generally safe for most healthy individuals, it can interact with certain medical conditions or medications. People with a history of kidney or liver problems should be particularly careful. Although research confirms that creatine does not harm healthy kidneys, it could potentially affect pre-existing conditions. Some medications, particularly those for blood pressure management or diuretics, may interact with creatine. A simple blood test before starting supplementation can establish baseline kidney and liver function values for future comparison. Consider repeating this testing after 3 to 6 months of supplementation to confirm everything is functioning properly. Remember that creatine works best when taken consistently every day, regardless of whether you exercise that day. Daily supplementation maintains stable levels in your body, maximizing not only the physical performance benefits, but also the neuroprotective and metabolic advantages we discussed earlier. You now have the knowledge that only 1% of people over 50 possess. You understand the science behind creatine, the myths that have been debunked, the 5 transformational benefits it provides, and the precautions necessary for safe supplementation. The question is simple: will you take action, or will you let this information fade away while your body continues its slow decline? If you are ready to transform your health, your strength, your energy, and your quality of life, drop the word "ready" in the comments right now. I will personally send you my free 30-day workout plus creatine guide ebook that walks you through exactly how to implement everything you learned today. This is your moment. Do not let it pass. Type "ready" in the comments. Subscribe to this channel for more science-backed health transformations, and I will see you in the next video. May you age with strength, vitality, and purpose.